Hey, imagine having a chill creative friend who can show you exactly how to save hours of tedious work every single week. Today we aren't talking about complicated camera tricks, but rather a different kind of stabilization that will completely transform your content workflow. You know those professional ads where everything is perfectly timed and cut like magic, making it look like a huge team put it together? That used to take an army of editors, but now with the right approach, you can actually get that premium vibe automatically. Enter Vizard, an incredible tool that helps you walk through the process of getting a polished social presence without any of the brain-melting manual editing sessions. If you have spent any time on platforms like YouTube or TikTok lately, you have probably seen creators dropping perfectly snackable high-quality clips from long-form videos like it is absolutely nothing. In the old days, you had to manually scrub, cut, color correct, find the perfect beats, export different ratios, and then schedule posts across platforms, which felt like a second full-time job. Some people still rely on expensive plugins or complex templates to speed things up, but those methods demand a huge amount of manual effort and often produce cookie-cutter results. Vizard completely flips that script by providing a smarter way to handle your creative output. The reality is that Vizard is not just another auto editor that spits out generic or low-quality clips. It is an AI-driven assistant designed to identify the moments people actually want to watch, like the funniest laughs, the best takeaways, and the most engaging reactions. It then turns those specific moments into ready-to-post shorts, which is way faster than opening complex software and fighting with tracking points. This solution is far more flexible than paying for some niche plugin that only works in one specific editing environment. Let me show you exactly how I would do this if I were turning a long interview or a product shoot into a massive stack of viral clips. You simply bring your long footage into the system, and with a quick drag and drop, it analyzes the entire video for you. The AI automatically detects highlights, removes awkward filler space, and creates bite-sized clips optimized for every platform you use. From there, you have the total freedom to tweak anything, but the heavy lifting has already been done for you. The first few times you try it, you will be genuinely amazed at how many incredible moments the tool pulls out that you probably would have scrolled right past during manual editing. Now, if you love tinkering and you know your way around trackers and warp stabilizers in professional software, you can get really precise results. However, that level of precision takes a massive amount of time to perfect. For example, if you are stabilizing an object in a high-end editor, you set tracker points, analyze frames, apply motion data, and scale up to hide black edges. This is all fine if you have the time and if you are working on one single high-budget fancy spot. But if you are a creator pumping out daily clips, repeating that process 10 times a week is simply not scalable. That is where Vizard really shines, by providing bulk and smart automation that handles the heavy lifting for you. For a practical walkthrough, upload your raw footage and let the AI run through the video to generate a highlights reel, neatly split into sections with timestamps. You can review these suggested clips, approve the best ones, or tell the system to look for more of a certain vibe, like more reactions, punchlines, or actionable tips. The interface makes it incredibly easy to drag a clip into a content calendar, set the caption, add hashtags, and schedule posts across all your platforms. There is no more switching between different apps, no more exporting a million files, and no more losing track of what went where. One feature that most people sleep on is the auto schedule, where you can set your posting frequency just once, say 3 times a week. Vizard will fill those slots with the best clips from your library and rotate content intelligently, so you are not just posting the same 2 clips over and over. Compare that to manually exporting and uploading, which is a massive time sink, and it is far superior to half-baked scheduling tools that require you to upload separately to each platform. Another thing I absolutely love is the content calendar, which feels like a centralized command center for your entire channel. You can see what has been scheduled, what clips are pending approval, and what performed well over time. Rearranging posts is drag and drop simple, and you can tweak captions for each platform without needing to re-export the entire project. That is massive for creators who want to keep an eye on their long-form content and see how it is being repurposed for different audiences. Okay, here are some shooting tips so Vizard can do its absolute best work for you. Try to shoot in 4K resolution whenever possible. The AI has more pixels to play with, so it can crop for different aspect ratios without the clip ever going soft or pixelated. Also, try to keep a faster shutter speed when you want crisp reaction shots, because motion blur can make it harder for any editor to pick the sharpest frame. Sound really matters too. So clean audio makes highlight detection much smarter since the AI often cues off vocal spikes and laughter. Let us talk about the limitations of other approaches for a second. Not to trash them, but just to be totally real with you. Standard professional plugins are great for specific tasks like color grading or cool transitions, but they usually do not tackle the whole pipeline. Professional editing suites are ridiculously powerful, but they simply were not built for batch content generation or automatic scheduling. Dedicated social tools that are cheap may auto-trim, but their suggestions are usually basic and often miss the actual nuance of a great clip. Vizard sits in the sweet spot, being smarter than one-trick apps, faster than manual post-production, and more integrated than a huge stack of point tools. Here is another advanced trick. Sometimes you want a clip that feels like it is following a subject, similar to those commercials where the product stays center. You can get similar creative results with Vizard by leveraging its framing and punch-in controls. The AI suggests the best in-frame crops for each platform, and you can easily adjust focal points so important things stay centered. It is basically the same creative intent as manual tracking in professional software, but without all the tedious frame-by-frame work. If you are into fine control, Vizard gives you plenty of options to define what exactly viral means for your specific channel. It learns your style over time, so the suggestions get better because the system looks at engagement and starts biasing toward clips that perform well with your audience. That is a huge multiplier compared to using one-off plugin presets. I tested Vizard on some old long-form interviews, and it pulled out dozens of shareable highlights in under 10 minutes. For another project, I set up auto-schedule to push one clip every weekday for 2 weeks, and every single one was unique. Engagement rose significantly because the content felt fresh and consistent, whereas before I spent a whole week trying to replicate that volume manually. So if you want cinematic stabilization and a handful of hero shots for a commercial, sure, stick with your professional toolkit. But if your goal is to turn long-form content into a steady stream of social-ready clips fast and with minimal fuss, Vizard is a total no-brainer. It frees you up to focus on what actually matters, which is making great content and connecting with your audience. Drop a comment if you want a walkthrough of a specific workflow, like converting a podcast episode into 2 weeks of clips automatically. I will show you a before and after so you can see exactly how much time it saves compared to manual editing. If you like this breakdown, please like the video, subscribe for more creator tools explained without the fluff, and ring that bell if you want weekly practical tips. I will catch you in the next one, so go make content and stop doing all the busy work.